What is up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Real Estate Uncensored. This is the place where you learn how to reach new people online, build influence, and attract ideal clients. And we're talking about total market domination. Jake Wolfe from KlevrLeads is our guest today. I know we've had Greg essentially talking up kind of the system and the things that they're doing behind the scenes. He really hasn't shut up about it. It's downright annoying, frankly. I mean, it's one of the many, many things that Greg does that annoys me on a continual daily basis. But yet, we persevere, and we're actually talking to the man himself, which I'm really excited about because he's been marketing since before social media. Has got this insanely amazing background, which we'll get into in a second. But before we bring Jake in, let's bring in the real man of the hour, not Greg, Gene Volpe. Gene, how are you?
I knew it was coming, Matty. I owe you big, buddy. That was well done, my friend, because I am the man of the hour.
I'll send you my PayPal invoice later.
I hate every one of you right now. Jake, you're still okay, but Matt, you've been eliminated. Okay, you've been voted off the show. Okay,
exactly. But Greg, my co-host, my co-pilot, stuck in the co-pilot seat where you so belong, very, very far away from me in person, where you are safely away from me. How are you today?
I'm doing great, man. I got 3 of my best friends on the show. And we're going to talk about some legendary shit today. It's going to be an absolute freaking blast. I've been waiting to get Jake on the show for a while. And he and Gene do a social Friday where they go and just bullshit with each other. You got to go check it out. It is absolutely hilarious what they do. But Gene, as always, you are rather bald, my friend. And I do like that look.
It's funny that every time you bring that up, I'm like 4 days into the shade. Like, I haven't taken it to the wood in like 3 days, and you always say I'm as bald as ever when I actually have hair on my head. Well, you got to get your eyes checked, sir.
Yeah, that's why I wear glasses. I mean,
I have a shirt that says I'm staying handsome, and I know that for a fact.
That is a true fact. But Jake Wolfe, you are here. You are our guest. You are going to drop hammer. Guys, I'm really serious about this next comment. What he's going to talk about is going to hurt your brain, if that's okay. I've been with him for about 9 months now. And I'm just now getting the lingo down. So if you feel retarded after listening to the show, it's natural. It's okay. So Jake, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jake Wolfe. All right. So,
and in classic Matt marketing terms, he says nothing else about who he is or what he does. Exactly. I'm here. I have arrived.
Enough said, right?
Yeah.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, on my private side of the world, Gino and I work very closely, and he is one of the main men running the whole executive social media department of KlevrLeads, all things social over there. And we always say not that he's bald. We say that he's bold and beautiful.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Don't try to lure him away with your fancy words.
No, listen.
Gene is ours.
I even introduced the hot shave to Gino the other day. Gene, do you see how I even got it in here?
You got it in here, and I got to tell you, it sounds scandalous.
It does.
Everybody's waiting for the affiliate link to drop right now.
That's right.
Call me for your hot shave.
Matt, right. I'm a huge fan of Real Estate Uncensored, and I'm proud to be part of the family. All right. It's super cool. I've been watching how you guys roll, helping out the marketplace and all of the beautiful real estate agents out there in this wild, wild world. But I got to tell you something. I know how you like to go ahead and jab at old Greg McD. But I think he was prepared for you today because, Greg, don't you have something to go ahead and show us?
I think we do. Gene, do we have something to show Matt?
We held it off last week.
All right. So, Matt, this is by Veronica Jones, from us to you, buddy.
Oh, God. You gotta put on t-shirts. Oh my God, that's awesome. For anyone who's listening, this is the new official t-shirt of Micro Famous. It's called the Micro Johnson.
And then you gotta see the back of this. Hopefully you can see this.
Can you see that?
Oh, that's a great one, dude. You got to move the mic.
God.
Oh, the picture is incredible. Veronica, I know you're watching.
That's like Greg's old headshot, something where Gene was taken into prison and me looking over to them. Yeah, I don't know.
In a loving way going, hello.
The 3 of us together for all of eternity.
Oh, with a Micro Johnson on our shirt. We have a Micro Johnson on our shirt, Gene.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
That just happened, Matt.
Veronica, I do have to thank you for the loving care and attention you put into that t-shirt design and all the, yeah, that's hilarious. Thank you for your eternal contribution to the show. You've given Greg the worst possible novelty t-shirt he could ever wear.
Gene and I have been waiting for about 2 weeks to do this.
Have you really?
We wore the shirts. We wore it last week, but then you weren't in the mood, and Gene and I were furiously typing back and forth to each other. Should we do it? No, he's in the mood. Okay, yeah, let's wait. Okay, yeah, that's not good.
You were not in the mood to have this dropped on you last week, and I said to him, "I hate to do this to you, buddy, but this is gonna get lost in the shuffle."
Yeah, I don't know what was going on last week, but maybe, yeah. I've had
you were just getting back in the swing of things because you had been.
I think so. Yeah, because I had the death in the family. I had to go back to Nebraska for that. So yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate you guys holding off. This is really funny,
dude.
Yeah, and I love you guys.
We're wearing your face on our chest.
Yeah, we clearly love you.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
We love Micro Johnsons. Okay, let's get to this show. Let's show people how to dominate a world market, but with a Micro Johnson.
All right. Oh my God. All right. So Jake, first of all, let's start with this, Jake. So what made you want to get in and help agents? Because you've got this incredible background we'll get into in a second, but what drew you to just kind of the real estate community to flex your marketing muscles?
It was just necessary.
Is this because did an agent touch you in a place once? Like what happened?
No. So here's how this works. I've been doing marketing for so long. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm literally one of the most advanced marketers in the United States of America. I have been doing marketing before Mark Zuckerberg, God bless his soul, changed the way that we all go ahead and communicate on the line. You see how I dropped that Vince Vaughn on the line?
That swingers reference? I think I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was from interns. If you guys want to have a fun Friday and get your mind off of everything that's going on in the world, Vince Vaughn, interns. They intern for Google, and they're in there trying to go and do some crazy shit, but he always says on the line. We're getting on the line. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what happens? If you own and run a marketing agency, every single person that goes in and walks through my door needs something. Oh my God, my competition is kicking my ass. I need to go ahead and get my products out to the marketplace. Losing money, whatever. So I feel like the Dr. Phil of marketing. All right. It's like, come here, sit down, let's talk about it. So it's exactly what happened. Had a couple of real estate agents that went in and walked through my marketing house, and I thought somebody had it figured out as far as how we do marketing, retargeting, advertising properly. So when I seen that there was an opportunity, went in, locked my team in the boardroom, and we're building a Sergeant Wolfe package.
I love it. So here's the funny story. My brother Brad, who owns Likely.ai, a predictive analytics company, if I can talk, he introduced me to Jake, and I was like, great, another fucking marketer. Fine, I'll have a conversation with him. And Jake and I bantered back and forth. I'm like, okay, it's a pretty cool dude. Like, let's see what you can do. And Jake, being ex-military, he's like, great, you want to put some bullets down range? I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, do you want to get leads? Yes, I want leads. So I went out there, and this is the reason why he's on the show and we're working together and everything else, is that, guys, we took one of his systems and we put 127 people, loaded them in, expireds, into his text messaging program, all DNC compliant, and we launched it out. We had 90 people. We landed on 90 people. 50 of them responded in less than 30 minutes. And I'm talking like within a few minutes, I was in full conversation. My fingers were on fire ripping through this thing. And I'm like, this is absolutely freaking amazing. How can this work? And I got a $1.8 million listing out of that endeavor. So I'm like, okay, this Wolfe thing got some legs. Let's explore it more. And Jake, when you started building Clever, what was the necessity for it? Because I mean, we obviously all know that real estate agents on a whole, not the people who watch our show, all the other people who don't watch our show, are basically marketing buffoons. And I fall in that category quite often, by the way.
Yeah.
What was your mindset? And did you ever expect to work in real estate? Or I mean, what's up with you, man? Are you like a man of mystery over there?
Yeah, no. So a couple of years ago, if you were to tell me that I'd be hanging out in the real estate space with an advanced next-gen lead generation communication platform and the most advanced tracking websites in the real estate industry, I would have told everybody you're nuts, because it wasn't on the docket. Thought somebody had it figured out. But no, I'm here out of necessity. I had a couple agents that went and walked through one of my marketing houses, and it was the same kind of thing. They wanted to expose their brand and awareness to the marketplace, and we started putting together a custom package for them. So what this is, ladies and gentlemen, is a prodigy of my business partner and our experiences over all of the years. We literally solved the communication problem in the real estate market. Congratulations, you guys now have a Wolfe in the real estate industry. So with that being said, we have bulk text, bulk email, drips, auto dialers, voicemail drop capabilities, just all of the core functionality. We have the National Real Estate Database, so I can go ahead and find all confirmed homeowners with cell phone numbers, not on the DNC list, put them into my KlevrAgents accounts so that they can start doing text communication to everybody around your open houses, anybody around any of your listings. We have the most advanced tracking websites in the real estate industry that we built from the ground up. Literally, if somebody touches our website for 1 microsecond, they're forever more hours until they die. In addition, you come to my website with one of your devices. I'm sucking up your unique device ID. And then I'm through machine learning, artificial intelligence. I'm doing cross-device matching. So every other smart device inside of your house is now susceptible to me.
That's like scorched earth right there. So you're just not getting away from you. And
It is.
dude, so, break it down a little bit about when you said geofencing. What is geofencing? How does it work? And then tell them a little bit about what our experience was when we launched our first campaign with that.
Sure. So advanced marketers always think about consuming your marketplace, consuming more prospective customers in every single industry. We want to get more people wrapped and trapped into our retargeting, retracking pixels and scripts so that we have the opportunity to go ahead and put our brand out in front of everybody all the time, right? So that when somebody thinks about our product, service, company, they think about us first before going anywhere else. So that's the most important thing from a marketing standpoint, is always being brand forward in your marketplace as an ambassador of your craft and who you are. So when we got into the real estate space, and we've already been using geofencing and social advertising and retargeting in all industries through our marketing houses, I knew that this was a real estate game. All right. So what do we have all over your areas? We've got homes and people live inside the houses. So how do we go ahead and get to them? So from a geofencing standpoint, this has been built by some of the largest people inside of the industry. I'm talking like Jeff Bezos and Fortune 500 companies, the Fords, the Chevys, everything else like that. They use geolocating services to go ahead and identify smart devices that are normally at certain locations or go to certain locations. So then we can target those devices anywhere they go. So literally, if you have been targeted by me and you go to ESPN, Fox News, CNN, the Weather Channel app, I know real time that device is there. It's targeted inside my intelligence network, and I'm able to go ahead and put display advertisements in front of you. So we use a very powerful farming strategy. My KlevrAgents are the most dominant farm strategy people that there is, because I can take a list of 1,000 addresses, immediately do a parcel match, I geofence the parcel. And now, because we all walk around with these tracking devices everywhere we go, every single device that's associated to that geolocation that's constantly being watched now is inside my targetable options. And I serve at a minimum 4 impressions every single smart device every single day. So what am I trying to do? I'm cycling different advertisements in front of all of these people inside of my target audiences, because guys, every single real estate agent should have an area of focus, and the farming strategy works great. So now we're the most brand forward KlevrAgents inside that farm, to the tune of we're putting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of impressions into that audience. Then those people click, they come to my advanced tracking websites, and now they're getting spun up in all of the hamster wheels everywhere I want to take people. So bottom line is that we increase the law of averages so substantially in favor of our KlevrAgents that our system is automatically talking, depending on the size of your metropolitan marketplace, 50, 60, 70, 80,000, 100,000 people on a daily basis. So when somebody thinks about doing something in real estate, they think of you, instead of going to Google and typing realtor and saying, that woman looks nice. So
you're bringing value on an epic level, and you're building it over time. if this was invented 5 years ago, I mean, it would be a market saturation. But you're just getting going on this thing. You've done zero marketing. The people that you're working with, including myself, are seeing massive success with what you're putting out there. And guys, look, I want to be really clear. I don't make a damn dime from Jake. Okay, I'm just absolutely ecstatic about what my results with him is. Jake, what was the first? What was the first geofencing campaign that we ran? How many people did we go to, and what were the response numbers and our price point?
Yeah, absolutely. So Greg went ahead and pulled down 1,412 homes that had a likely prediction file. So if you guys haven't heard about likely AI yet, you have to get over there, take a look at it, speak to Mr. Brad McDaniel. He's got artificial intelligence running that gives an indication on people who are most likely to go and sell their homes in the next 90 days or so, before any of your competitors are out there trying to go ahead and get to them. So we can get to them first. So I've been working with Brad behind the scenes, built in an integration, because I knew how powerful that data set is. And that data set in the hands of somebody like Sergeant Wolfe is, I'm not even going to say it. However,
lethal.
What we did was we took 1,412 homes, and we went ahead and geofenced every single house, and we went ahead and powered up, stood on the throttle, ladies and gentlemen. And I put over 500,000 impressions into that audience in a 30-day period of time.
Yeah.
500,000. So there's a couple things with geofencing and old school advertising. Now, we had over in like high 800 people still clicking through, hitting Greg's advanced tracking website, his landing pages with videos talking about his VIP program and what he does for sellers in the local area. Those people are forevermore trapped. We know who came through. We're able to go and target market and everything else like that constantly to go ahead and put brand out in front of those folks so that you can go ahead and get there and be thought of before your competition. So those are huge numbers. Your ability to go ahead and influence the minds of those audiences, because we have direct communication capability, is very important. So, yeah.
It is fascinating. I think you and I talked about it with Gene when we did our Wednesday show in regards to, I was running that morning and I was thinking about it because I ran past a couple of campaign signs for individuals running for different seats here locally. And I thought to myself, why in the HE double hockey stick, why do we not, as real estate agents and professionals, why do we not campaign the way candidates campaign when they're going for an office? Because think about it. When we're campaigning, which is our marketing, we should be talking specifically to subgroups about what we're going to do to bring value to them, but we don't. We just say, hey, vote for, come over and work with me. I'm number one. Well, that's really sweet. Your mom told you were number one when you were in second grade. But how does someone know how to work with you? Gene, go ahead.
Well, wait, I want to say there's a reason, I think, why you asked that question, and it's not easily answerable.
Okay.
Yeah, and part of it is because, first of all, how do we get the data into a spot where we can then act on the data, number one? And then once you have it inside the spot, what do you do with it, right? So you go to any brokerage these days, and they all have the greatest tools. They use Kelly Command. They use this CRM. There's 3 CRMs. Our data is across like 3 of them. We use this for our Facebook advertising. We're using Hootsuite for this. We're Postcard Mania to mail. And for a real estate agent, one, to be able to capture the data, in most cases, they don't know how to do it, number one. Number two, once they capture the data, how do they set that on autopilot so that you are doing what the candidates are doing, and it's ringing my cell phone and leaving voicemails and shoot me an email, and then, goddamn, here's your postcard. And Jesus, they're all over the place. Most agents aren't, and this is nothing against agents, most people that aren't in the marketing business aren't capable of doing that. So the question always is, how do I make that happen? And I think part of what I'm learning with what Jake's doing and Joe from KlevrLeads is that they wrapped up all that stuff, partnered with likely AI. So there's the data. The data comes in. The systems in Clever are all the back end that kind of make everything else work, right?
Yeah. For sure. Not only just that data source, but we made it open-ended. So every single data source that you guys have available to yourselves, your existing data set that you own personally. If you're going to RedX, we love RedX because we're able to go ahead and take identifiable audiences, people that are in expireds, FSBOs, pre-foreclosures, for rent by owners, get all those loaded in here, and then start deploying either advertising or direct text communication to go ahead and say hi.
I think that's another thing that we need to touch on really quickly. You have a secret sauce that I'm not going to divulge on how to get people to respond doing the texting. But the one thing that I found incredibly refreshing when working with you hand in hand, you and I have spent a lot of time together, and I've learned absolute mountains from you on how to do this stuff. But the one thing you stay consistent about is that you are hands down 100,000% of the time polite. You are kind, you are considerate, and you are thoughtful. You are not pushy. You are not salesy. You are none of that. If someone tells you go F off, you're like, all right, have a blessed night. And then we put them in the do not market, file again.
Yeah.
But you're not being traditional sales. And that's what people, when they're like, oh, well, hello back.
Yeah. So for all of the years, Greg, that I've done marketing, and this is something that's missed all of the time. When we're doing a marketing analysis on a business, one of the most missed revenue pillars is retargeting, remarketing opportunities. So if you make a phone call to somebody here in the real estate industry, or if you text to somebody, there has to be a remarketing, retargeting strategy that's set up. Okay. So here's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't care if we get a conversion or not, if we're reaching out to an audience like an expired group. I care mostly from a marketing mindset to go ahead and get into conversation with people. And every single time that I do, we are getting into 40 to 70% conversation via text. Okay. Now, I don't just stop there, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody says we already sold the home, thank you for your time. Have a blessed rest of your day. Here is a link to my website to learn more information about me. If you ever need it. Don't ever talk to me again. Thank you for your time. Have a blessed rest of your day. Here's a link to our website if you change your mind or need anything from us. Yes, I'm interested. Great. Here's a link to our website to go and learn more information about us. I'll go ahead and speak with Mr. McDaniel, and I'll find a time that works for both of you guys to set up an appointment. Have a blessed rest of your day. What did I do? I'm using text as a delivery tool to go ahead and deliver my trap, because we're all curious beavers, right? Every single morning, ladies and gentlemen, you wake up and you go ahead and, if you haven't already went ahead and checked Facebook before you used the routine, you're using the routine while checking Facebook. All right. So this is where I go with Facebook. Now, Mark Zuckerberg went ahead and got pounded with Cambridge Analytica in the House and Senate Judiciary Committee, and he sat on that booster seat, and everybody was staring at him. Okay. All right. So for me, I knew that there was going to be some changes. The amount of money that I made on Facebook years past before all of the privacy policies and changes was ridiculous. So I watched social start, and I've been in social every single day, and I'm on the leading edge of everything all the time with my teams. So wait till you guys hear my New York bestseller book that I'm going to go ahead and release in a year and a half about all of this conspiracy. However, with that being said, hot shave. Gene, did you hear me get the hot shave in again?
Of course I did. I was too busy looking for mine.
All right, easy enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have every single form of communication utilizing, or we use email, we use text, and we use all of these different things and specific advertising as ways to go ahead and drive people back to go ahead and touch your digital infrastructure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's a great point, which I think he's correct, but also missing the point. So Christopher says all that data is great, but it's still going to come down to following up, and most don't do that, which most don't do that, which makes the data useless. Which I think in the past has been true. Clever and other folks that are trying to build some automated follow-up, and then you've got VAs and stuff that does, there are ways to fix that problem. Like the average agent, that's true, is not going to do the follow-up required to take those conversations and turn them into appointments. But you're not really relying on the agent by themselves with all their good intentions and terrible follow-through. You're not relying on them to actually turn those conversations into appointments, are you?
No, you guys are missing the point here again. Let me go ahead and all right. Okay, so I want my advertising that I put out in front of people consistently on a daily basis to do the nurturing for you. My clever agents, their whole job in life is to go ahead and answer the phones when I get them to ring. In addition, I need them to go ahead and be brand ambassadors of things in their local area, shoot some video, shoot good blogs and vlogs, content-rich information that you guys should be getting in front of regardless. Now I take that, and with my whole advertising team, my graphics team, and we spin up a whole bunch of advertising. And now anybody that comes through that goes ahead and hits our website ever, now they're having the opportunity to go ahead and see you, some of these messages, your brand, drive back to your websites where you have your vlog infrastructure set up. What's happening is that you now are leveraging technology and video and advertising in a way that you should be, that you never knew how you could do this before in an automated process. So when you take time out of your week to go ahead and shoot a 2-minute video about some content, some hyper-local things that are going on in your marketplace, some social norms, some trends, or just straight up 5 things you need to know before you decide to sell your home in this market. Whatever. Those are all videos. And now I take that and put it out to the world of everybody that's touched your stuff, because you will be the most brand forward agents, period. Now, old school follow-up games, you're absolutely right. Gino and Ed said it. I've got literally the most well-trained VA team in the real estate industry. Now, I was using extended workforce and virtual assistants for many years, and I was doing it even before Tim Ferriss came out with the 4-hour work week. God bless Tim Ferriss. We love him. Anyways, with that being said, I know that you guys have used VAs in the past, some of you, okay? But now you have to train them. Now you have to manage them. Now you have to go through this whole process of vetting, getting them oriented to all of these different things. If you hire a VA through KlevrLeads, every single one of my VAs gets trained by Sergeant Wolfe to go ahead and be master tacticians on how they talk. They're using all of my play-by-play, my book. They all have a team leader and they all have a manager. They literally are not left alone. 40 hours a week worth of production. They're able to update your websites, update your blogs, vlogs, all this information, load things up to YouTube, go ahead and write things for you, engage with the whole team, help with any type of advertising, auto dialing, cold calling, setting up appointments, everything else. And then you're all connected to my whole team every single day through some of our communication resources. So as easily as firing up my software and connecting, you have literally my whole team watching everything that's going on. So all my team leaders, managers, and your VA that's assigned to you, and a backup VA, just in case, because life happens. Somebody gets sick, something happens. We never leave you alone, because we take that production to the highest level for you. And this is all because you guys are very busy people, right? You're out showing homes, you're at closings. You don't have the opportunity to sit there and fill your pipeline the way that I do.
Yeah. And guys, I can attest to this because I've been working with Jake for, like I said, last 9 months on this thing. And he and I were joking around one day and we were talking about hiring VAs and everything else. And I think, Jake, you said it to me, like, you know what? I'm going to hire 50 VAs. And I'm like, are you for real? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, let's do it. He's like, okay, done. I'm like, ah, shit. When he says it's going to be done, it's going to be done. Oh, gosh, dang it. And you're already halfway there right now and growing like a weed on a good day. And it is truly powerful. The people that you're hiring for these VAs, the cost of them is absolutely through the floor. And their ability to do stuff is incredible. These people are just wonderful human beings, and they are intelligent. They are on point. They show up early. They stay late. I mean, they are truly vested into getting stuff done. And they have taken so much weight off of my plate. It is unbelievable. I don't think it's a phrase, but you know what I mean.
You have 2 VAs.
I do have 2 of them. They're beautiful, wonderful ladies, and they're incredibly intelligent.
Listen, that wasn't a phrase, and neither is growing like a weed on a good day.
I just made shit up, brother. Just leave me alone, okay?
What shirt is that going on? That's got to be a shirt.
It's a good thing I'm drinking my high quality H2O out of this crystal glass.
Oh my God. I can't believe we had to explain that reference to Gene behind the scenes. Just
I know. I know. All right, I want to touch on another important subject, guys.
Okay,
it's very important. All right. So Ford has been doing this to Chevy. Pizza Hut has been doing this to Papa John's and Domino's, all of the big players in this intelligence network. All right, that runs Geo and everything else. If you walk into a Ford dealership, headquarters Chevy knows that you just went ahead and walked in there, and a lot of times you're going to start getting advertisements. Okay, to go ahead and promote their products instead of Chevy versus Ford, right? Things along those lines. So we focus on competition. All right, business is war, absolute war.
True.
All right, you guys all have competitors sitting in your marketplace. All of those other beautiful competitors that are all trying to talk to those same people. All right. So now that there's a Wolfe in the real estate industry, it's very important to consistently put pressure on all of your competition. Why not? If you have a competitor, we do that. Think about the old school marketing. You're trying to enhance your unique selling proposition. You're trying to go ahead and have a better product and service at a lower price point with better customer service. And you are putting out promotions, specials, offers. I mean, think about it, guys. You are all consumers of different companies, right? Think about the things that they do for you. And they target. So Facebook used to allow for some of this stuff before they changed some of these different policies. However, if you are a clever agent, we are going to set traps in the intelligence network, and we are anybody that's searching for your competitor or searching for other groups that are synonymous with real estate will be able to go ahead and suck up their unique device IDs and start serving them advertisements, dissuading them from doing business with anybody but you.
He's serious about this too. He's really serious.
I love it. That's
I've
awesome.
put other businesses out of business in different industries before.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because they don't know how to do this, because they haven't taken time out of their lives, and people are arrogant to not go to the next level, to educate themselves, to be smarter businessmen and women, to not associate themselves with the right fucking players.
So there's a guy, I touched his website one time, and he's using the same stuff you're doing. I'm not going to talk about what it is. And no, it does nothing dirty. Gene, get your head out of the gutter.
I didn't say anything.
And Matt was.
You're wearing a Micro Johnson shirt.
My mind is as pure. My mind is as pure as the driven snow. So I was fine. I was thinking about going to church this weekend. I'm good.
Okay.
You're
Anyway,
thinking about it.
you can't. But so there's this other guy that I touched his website one time because I was curious about the product that he was selling, and he's employing exactly what Jake is talking about, guys. And I will tell you one thing: this SOB is on every device I have consistently, and I cannot get away from his ass.
Yeah.
And I found it incredibly annoying in the beginning. And now I'm kind of settling in with the fact. I'm like, okay, he's going to be here again. Okay, there you are again. And guess what? I'm seriously thinking about hiring him to do a service for me.
How long did that take you to get to that point?
You and I discussed this certain aspect in business 2 weeks, maybe not. I don't think it's maybe 3 if it has to be. But guys, I'm honestly at the point where like this individual's name is the only guy I think about when it comes to this service. And it's been baffling me because I'm like, I thought it would be annoying, and it was in the beginning, but they need to just keeps showing up like a bad penny. And all of a sudden I'm like, if he's not there, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, what happened?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it probably doesn't cost them a lot of money to do this. And this is what nobody else is doing in the business. That's why I love this technology so much. You can be in Tahiti, sipping on a Mai Tai, enjoying life while these are running on people's devices, and your team, your VAs or whoever else is going to be setting appointments up for when you get back. So your business does not skip a beat. Your door knocking is great, but this is like door knocking with an army. Like you have an army of door knockers out there every day that you don't have to pay more than a couple of dollars.
Yeah, we don't lose. I don't lose. So, all right, here's the pitch. Let me talk about it. I saw some people talking about price points in here on your screen, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I am loading up at a minimum 20 real estate agents from every single area of operation across the United States of America and every single state. If you are working a metro that's identifiable at a certain level on Google, I have my virtual assistant team. I have 8 people that are literally crawling realtor.com and pulling all of your information out and putting it into KlevrLeads systems. And after the new year, I'm going to start saying hello to all of those different people and introducing KlevrLeads to see if they would like to dominate their marketplace. I only allow for 1 real estate agent per metropolitan area to go ahead and run with me, okay? Because we are moving on a marketplace domination run. That's going to happen at the first of the year. So today, we held off to this point. I was getting ready to come on Real Estate Uncensored. Today's date is intentional because I was so busy with the election. Ooh.
You gave yourself an ooh, like a ooh.
That's all I got to say about that. Okay. All right. So for you guys that are part of the Real Estate Uncensored tribe, this is a serious offer for you. You come over to my place. We'll talk about price. We'll talk about legitimately doing business for you. I will debunk all of the things inside of your mind, get you thinking in the right way. And then I'm going to see, like I've seen all of the rest of my clever agents, there's a light bulb that comes on like, oh, I get it now. Makes sense. All right. Then you're going to be part of my private group in the HQ to where I go live with some pretty amazing fellas. And every single week you get to learn how to be even more tactful in your industry, more dominant, controlling your competition, advertising, unique selling propositions, angles of attack to go ahead and reduce fortified barriers of defense in psychology, psychographics, demographics, and everything else. Blessed, beautiful, liberty, and real estate. All right. Now, one-time offer, ladies and gentlemen. If you sign up with me and you tell me that you went ahead and saw this from Real Estate Uncensored, for a one-time $500 fee, I will build you a custom, most advanced tracking website in the real estate industry where everybody that ever touches it will be forevermore yours until they die.
You know, one of the things that I enjoy the most about what we're talking about here is the fact that, like, I was just given my site, and it is absolutely fantastic. It is 100% customizable, guys. And as you guys all know, I love to do video. I've never met a microphone or a camera I don't like, right? And it harasses Matt on a daily basis, which even gives me more pleasure. But he has the vlog aspect to this, and so you can do all your videos, put them onto your tracking site, and then you can get people to go to there, and then you start dominating and owning their worlds. It is, we have what, 20,000 people loaded into my system right now, Jake? Something like 18 to 20,000 somewhere.
Yeah, I went ahead and put 20,000 confirmed homeowners that have cell phone numbers not on the do not call list into Greg's account.
Very small amount. We started light.
Yeah. So we just reach out every now and again and say, hello world, I'm Greg McDaniel.
And the world reaches back and says, hello, I'm Greg, I'm the world. And I say, okay.
Sometimes they say I lost my puppy. No, I'm just kidding. If you see my puppy, click this link.
Well, so this is the thing that I was thinking about, Jake and Gene. I haven't told you guys about this yet, neither are you, Matt. Okay. But I was out running, and there's a vlogger on YouTube. His name's Tim, and he does a thing called Timcast, and he's kind of political stuff. But what he's doing, and Gene and Jake, I want to go over this really deep in the background, is he goes out and gets articles about news, right? And then he basically reads it, deciphers it, and then gives his opinion on what's going to be taking place. And so I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, there's nobody in real estate that's doing something like this. And this could be epically huge. Like, the information is already curated. You don't have to do it every day, but what if you did it once a week, twice a week, and then push that out through your tracking website? Take that link, build a landing page that Jake and his team will help you build, push that out into Facebook on a business page, and get people to start hitting that thing with relevant content for $5-10 a day. And you do an article 2 times a week. Now you're the information god or goddess of real estate in your dominant area.
Yeah,
I mean, that is what I'm talking about. Like, doing something different out of the box where you can then go to, what is that? Otter.ai?
Yeah. And then they go ahead and transcribe your videos
for free, guys. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like 60 hours or it's something stupid a month that like you can never fill it up. And if you do, God bless you. You're the content guru. But it's a free thing, guys. So you can get your vlog and your blog simultaneously with content that people will just build and build and build and build on. And I'm guilty of this myself. I mean, I feel that I've done enough, and then I stop, and then I say, oh dang, I didn't do enough. And then it gets in that cycle, the peaks and valleys. This program, when you enroll in it, this is something that's going to change your business. And if you don't believe me, go try it. And then watch.
If you don't believe him, it's okay. Your competitor will believe me.
Oh my God.
Hey, Gene.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I sometimes say the shit that everybody else is thinking. That's
very
okay.
true.
All right. So I got to tell you guys something.
Okay. What's up?
All right. Gino.
My man.
I asked Gino to go ahead and come into KlevrLeads to go ahead and join the company and literally run the whole social media marketing department of KlevrLeads. He is literally my #1 executive social media manager for the whole team. All right. Why is this? Because Gino is a brilliant, beautiful man, and he understands how to do social right. Okay. So now, how does this now work in this whole mechanism. Now, all of the social posting and brand awareness that Gino does, he is intentionally pointing people back towards these advanced tracking websites to go ahead and see videos, to go ahead and touch different informational things that you're putting out to your prospective audience. So here's this whole arm of social being utilized properly to drive people back. Then it pixels these people into my scripts, and I'm able to put them into an advertising wheel. We use text, drive people back, email, drive people back. It's literally like laying out a minefield all over your marketplace that people are going to go ahead and trip on.
And that was what I was going to ask. Gene, what are you doing on the back end? Like, how would people, and this is the funny thing is, Gene and I talked after one show, and we were talking about kind of some stuff he was doing in business, and I legitimately said, I'm like, well, Gene, what the fuck, man? Like, why aren't you posting for me? He goes, I have been posting for you for the last 3 years, you idiot. And I'm like, oh, that's where that came from. I couldn't figure that one out. Those are really good posts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had a senior moment at that
He just
point.
thought they were magically showing up from some dwarf.
Exactly.
I couldn't figure it out. But I mean, it was amazing stuff. But so give people an idea. What exactly do you do? Obviously not the secret sauce, but I mean, how are people going to see what your results are if they're not as dumb as I am?
So I was just taking notes. I'm just figuring that out. He said I'm posting social stuff to link back to some kind of website. Hold on, I'm just I'm just trying to figure out.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Widgermahoozy goes back to the Widgermarall when people call your phone, I think.
Engages the flux capacitor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Look, like everything else we do, it's real simple if you're consistent. So you got the mailers, you got social media, you got your websites, you got your business cards. You got a whole bunch of different marketing tools, and social media is a huge element of that because people are online all day. So if you don't have a social media presence, it's going to be harder for them to find that website. It's going to be harder for them for you to get their cell phone and their email address and all that good stuff. So it's just another cog in the wheel, and we're taking it off your hands. That's what we're doing. We're doing it for you. And it's nice because all the systems work together. So it's the right hand's talking to the left, and things are fairly congruent, if that makes sense.
The thing is that for years I've been intensely ashamed of my website, and that has definitely shifted at this point with my new tracking site. It is a good, sexy site that it's easy to use, and the whole 9 yards. And Matt, I don't know why you've been so creepily quiet. I hate it when you're quiet. I know you're plotting on me over there. So what's your thought pattern, man? What are you taking away from this right now?
Well, I think my one final question would be, at what point, if you're generating the leads and you're putting in your brand on every device all the time, and then you have some VAs and then there's some automation and stuff like that involved in the follow-up, at what point does the agent need to get involved? And what do you feel like is the best way to kind of hand that off so that those conversations actually turn into appointments? When do you want the agent to get involved, and what do you want them to do?
Yeah, we tell them when it's the right time to go ahead and get involved, because
Gotcha.
If you're using my VA program, I'm training my people to go ahead and get the conversation to that perfect opportunity to go ahead and talk up my clever agents. Hi, I'm Maria, Mr. McDaniel's personal assistant. He asked me to reach out to you. He wanted to see if we could go ahead and set an appointment for you to talk. He's an amazing person. I absolutely love him. I know you're going to get to love him too. Have a blessed day. Thank you. I'll let him know that time works. Then we immediately are communicating through our channels that you guys are carrying around every single day. So we're doing handoffs. Greg, call this person right now. This is their information. They need you. They need you.
Right.
So, and then we give an end of day follow-up report. So I go ahead and see all of the people that they connected with, all the people that we segregated, and we squeeze these databases down to go ahead and find who's higher intent, who Greg needs to go ahead and follow-up list. I literally am bucketing every single person for follow-up, nurture list, hot leads, never market to again, already sold, wrong information.
Right.
So I connect with everybody. So if all of a sudden I take, let's say 2,000 leads that we get from RedX, we put them in the system. My VAs, I literally tell them, go talk to every single one of those people and take them from a demographic audience and get them into more of an intent bucket inside of our system. and then go ahead and communicate. Anybody that has high intent, follow up, nurture, that kind of thing. But make sure that you serve the link to every single advanced tracking website to every single person that you talk to.
Yeah. There's, I mean, Gene, you have to bail. So do you want to say goodbye real quick? I mean, you don't want your daughter standing on the street corner, by herself in these trying times.
That's awful. She's 12. My God.
Now you made it weird. Okay.
You said it. My God.
I think it was really the street corner that really drove it home, Greg. Not, you don't want to leave her standing outside of her school. It's the street corner imagery, Greg.
My God, man.
Oh
my God. All right,
twisted
Gene.
Motherfuckers.
Before you go, Gene, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? Should they want access to your beautiful, beautiful brain?
I've been called beautiful multiple times today. I'm loving the love. I got to be honest. Listen.
All right.
You see it right under my face, man. Which way? I was going the wrong way. This way right here. Geofencing.com. Or you can call Jake. If you're going to make an appointment with Jake, call him. We'll get you set up with me too.
Cool. Yeah.
Boys, I love you.
All right, buddy.
Go with God.
Gene, we're going to keep you in the show like this until the end of the show.
Put me in the thing there. Put me in the box.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I feel like, Gene, that T-shirt goes really well with the blazer. I'm just saying.
Just with your face popping out.
I got to tell you something. I don't know what Veronica thought about me, but I'm not an XL, so we got to get her on.
Yeah.
I need a black one. It's got to be a little smaller, and then I'll rock it with my blazer.
She just bought ones that fit Greg, and then you got the leftovers. Sorry.
Apparently,
no, she bought his first, and I had to ask her. I'm like,
that is actually true.
I'm like, can I get one? Why don't I get one? She's like, do you want one? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, look.
Oh, you got the GVI.
Oh, you got a special. You got your own logo on the back of yours. How dare you?
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm not going to lie. I'd prefer to have the three of us on the back of it.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Handsome men.
All right, boys.
All right, Gene.
Have a great weekend.
We'll see you next week.
Jar.
All right. All right, Jake. What's the website? What's the best way to reach out and connect with you?
It's okay. I'll get in touch with you.
Just express it. Just think about it. Just think about maybe possibly doing it. Fake left, then think about faking, and then Jake will hit you. Yeah, you'll get something. You'll get pinned on your phone.
It's KlevrLeads spelt with a K, and I intentionally did that so not all of you would find me at one time.
So KLEVR leads, KlevrLeads.com. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. And then Greg, what's the best way to connect with you?
Obviously it's my cell phone. Guys, go ahead and shoot me a text or a call. Probably a text is better because I get a lot of random calls that are all fake these days. Fake calls. Best number is 925 915 1978, like the year. Best way to get a hold of me right there. And Matt, guess what I'm going to do?
What's up?
Oh, look, Matt's phone number.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Matt, how do people get a hold of you? And
for 4 years. All right.
Oh, I
think it'd be like friendship over at that point. I mean, not to overstate it, but friendship over. I think if you gave people my phone number on the air. All right. So guys, go to getmicrofamous.com, or you can shoot me a Facebook message. I'm easy to find. It's facebook.com/getmicrofamous. So yep, you can contact me there. You can get the copy of the book. You can actually get a digital copy of the book for free, or you can buy it on Amazon. I appreciate all the ratings and reviews. And if you want more of the Micro Famous approach to building influence and reaching people online and attracting ideal clients, go listen to the Micro Famous podcast as well.
It is very good. It's not the Michael Johnson podcast. We need to make that clear.
That's not.
No one has Michael Johnson's except for Matt. But guys, that if you look for the green wolf, that is KlevrLeads right there. That is the logo you want to look for if you want to reach out to Matt, but to Jake, not Matt. Don't reach out to Matt on KlevrLeads. That's not going to work. But Matt, you need to do your duty. Okay. And I said duty.
Well, that's an easy one. Fluorescent green. I mean, in honor of our special guest, we've got to go with his brand color. That's for the bow that we will tie around this episode.
All right. There we are. All right, guys. Hey, we love you to pieces. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you and your energy. We could not do the show without you. So Matt is thankful. I'm thankful. Jake is thankful. Gene is thankful. Go have a powerful, incredible day. And until next time, peace out, ninjas. We're gone.